Hello everyone, welcome to Mastermind. In this part, we'll be discussing about the vice president. So in the last three part, we have discussed almost all the articles and only two articles are remaining. This will be a very important part of our Indian polity, which is part of our general studies paper 2 under polity and constitution. It will also help us in prelims. So we have discussed that there are articles 63 to article 73 which is related to the vice president of India. So we have discussed till article 71. We have discussed till article 71 which is saying about the matters relating to or connected with election of president or vice president. That is, in case if the elections are declared void, what happens, and what is it if they have already taken some decisions, etc. In this, we have to discuss about powers and functions. Now, if we are to discuss about articles, let's take a glance over here. That is, the remaining are two articles, right? Article 72. Article 72 speaks about the power of president. The power of president in order to grant pardons. Then they'll be granting pardons or reprieves, respite or remission, etc. So, and they can also suspend, remit or commute sentences in certain cases. That is said in Article 72. Next one is Article 73. I'm not explaining the articles yet. We have to discuss about power and functions of vice president. We have to discuss about power and functions of vice president. Now, 73 says what is the extent of executive. What is the extent of executive power of union? That is said in article number 73. Now, if we are discussing here about president, if we are discussing in these article, that is article 72 and or about article 73 about president, how is it related to that of vice president? That also question arises. The thing is, the power and functions of the vice president are in two folds: power and function of vice president. So they are in two folds, in two parts. We can see that. That is, vice president, we have already seen, is ex officio chairman of Council of States, which is Rajya Sabha. Correct? So he is vice president also and he is chairman of Rajya Sabha also. And hence the function of vice president itself are in two folds. First one, he acts as a chairman. He acts as chairman of Rajya Sabha. Now, when he is acting as chairman of Rajya Sabha, when he is chairman of Rajya Sabha, in this capacity, his power and functions are similar to those of speaker of Lok Sabha. Now, why is it related to a speaker of Lok Sabha? We know that there are two houses, correct? Lok Sabha and then there is Rajya Sabha. This Lok Sabha is headed by speaker and this Rajya Sabha is headed by chairman. And who is this chairman? The chairman is vice president only. So similar power as speaker has in Lok Sabha, chairman has in Rajya Sabha. So if when they are acting as chairman of Rajya Sabha, their power or their functions are similar to that of speaker of Lok Sabha. Now, if you are looking at American vice president who acts as chairman of the Senate, which is the upper house of the American legislature. Now, the second part of the power and function is that he acts as president. He acts as president during vacancy or absency. Vacancy or absency. This we have seen already. When they will act as president, we have seen already. Okay, so he acts as president when a vacancy occurs in the office of president. When there is vacancy which is occurring in the office of president, this may be due to resignation, impeachment, death or otherwise. At that point of a time, they'll be acting as president. But there is a catch over here. The maximum time vice president can act as president What is the maximum time vice president can act as president? That is 6 months, before which the election to the president has to take place. Now, because they are acting as president, the similar power will apply to that of vice president also, because they are acting as president. So whatever functions and role which president was undertaking, that functions and role only vice president also has to carry forward. When the vice president is acting as president, all the salaries, emoluments and remuneration of that of president only is given to vice president. And at this point of time, when they are acting as president, the salaries, emoluments and then remunerations which they were getting as chairman of Rajya Sabha, that will not be given. Okay, so the maximum time period president the vice president can act as president is 6 months, within which the new president has to be elected. When the sitting president is unable to discharge his functions because of absence, illness, or other cause, the vice president discharges his functions until the president resumes his office. This we have seen in previous articles also. And hence, because of that only, so the article 72 and 73 comes with respect to that of vice president also, because they will be acting as that of president when the president's office is vacant or absent. Now, carrying on from there only, now vice president is acting as president. That situation has come. Vice president is acting as president. At that point of a time, who will be the chairman? Who will be heading Rajya Sabha? There is deputy chairman. There is deputy chairman. Usually deputy chairman themselves will be heading the Rajya Sabha. So while acting as president or discharging the functions of president, the vice president does not perform the duties of office of chairman of Rajya Sabha. During that time, deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha will be undertaking that. Now, this deputy chairman will be undertaking the functions of Rajya Sabha. So till here it is related to vice president. So if we have to revise, we have seen what are the articles related to the vice president. We have seen the election and the differences. We have seen the eligibility criteria and also the conditions. We have seen what oath or affirmation has to be. We have also seen power and functions. We have seen term of office, and we also have seen vacancy. We also have seen vacancy and other conditions which are related to vice president while acting as president or while acting as chairman of Rajya Sabha also we have seen completely. So till here, if you are able to remember, then complete vice president will be done. So till here is related to vice president. At the end of this e-paper, there are a few multiple choice questions for you to answer. You can attempt those. Thank you. I'll see you soon in the next one.